follow my socials. I know, January is almost over, but let's finally start 2020's season of episode 1. As I said on the channels, I want to do some 13 episodes each trimester, so go ahead thinking about the ones you want to see because after the first 10 episodes, the last 3 you suggest. But let's go. Overflow. Hentai. And yes, I started with this one because of that. With a tiny little intention of making some comedy, but very little. And obviously wanting to do some drama as I saw it. Oh my god, the main character is looking at me in the light spoilers. Okay, animation quality is not something you could expect out of this, but it's pretty low. It's more consistent than, let's say, Araya-san, which has some terrifying moments, but then you also have the problem of the script being extremely basic. They follow designs that you could expect in any anime, don't do anything particularly special with them, and throw breast at them. And this can be something that works for you, but not for me. The same way they let themselves fall into the mistake of bigger boobs means hotter, they fall into the mistake of less clothes means sexier. This kinda doesn't work for me. And that issue that we have to ask ourselves in each hentai is a little tricky here. He does ask the girl in question if she wants to go on with this, but she doesn't actually say no. You could say she is allowing it because she doesn't say anything negative, but a yes at that moment would make such a big difference. But let the rocks roll. Two girls and a guy who are childhood friends and they're almost siblings until puberty. Extremely standard, but that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. The animation problems, in my opinion, are lack of experience. Maybe in the case of the director or the supervisor at some point. Because what we see, especially at those moments, is not interesting. Again, Araya-san has some moments that are terrifying, but in this case you don't get interested and then lose it. You never get interested. Of course, different people react in different ways, so it's entirely possible that you watch this, see the problems that I saw and say, yep, this works for me. But while I can provide what's missing if the story is interesting, or the people made an effort and just didn't have the budget, here it's a little too basic for me to do that. That even makes me think that the consent issue was something they thought about and they decided they needed to have him ask, but nobody thought that she would probably answer. It's a short hentai, so it's difficult to say that you're wasting time when you watch it, but don't expect a lot. And the script problems could easily be avoided with a little more characterization. I saw more than one episode, so I can tell you there's going to be a little more characterization for one of the characters, but it's still very little. But that's it. What did you think of this anime? Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And if you enjoyed it, please like, share with your friends, subscribe, and don't forget the bell.